Let me get YouTube on here. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Saturday Night Live. How's everybody doing tonight? I know Margie's here and Laura's here and Sylvia's here. I saw them for sure. Jello, everybody. Hi, Diane. Diane is here. Sheila's here. Hi, Linda. Falling asleep already. Let's see. Did I see Toby? I thought I did. Maybe no. Maybe that wasn't. Not yet.
April and Lucy's here.
I'm just scrolling down. There we are. Hey, Lucy. Hey, April. Whoop, whoop. Linda, before you fall asleep, just know that we are going to do the journal start to finish on Mondays. And we're going to start that on June 6th. And so I will be this coming week putting out all the information so you'll know exactly what to gather. I'm just getting this up on YouTube. Here we go. We are good to go. All right. Welcome to Saturday Night Live. And we are going to make this cute little tri-fold, not a trip fold. It is a tri-fold. Tri-fold wallet folio. So let me show it to you here. I just have
it blurry for a minute. Just hold still. Let it focus.
Oh, okay. Oh, there it is. Yep, I've seen that now on YouTube. So you know, eyelash trim is I don't know what the word is. Not wound. It's like braided or whatever it is, really tight. But then when you pull on it a little bit, it all comes undone. So the eyelash trim is now twice as long as it was when I cut it off. Why is it still blurry? I'm not moving.
I don't know. It's not focusing.
Come on. I'm going to go up a little closer to see if it can focus. Come on, YouTube. You can do it. You can do it. Focus on the butterfly. Come on, YouTube. Oh, my goodness. Is your StreamYard blurry?
Yep. They're both blurry for me.
Wow.
Both of them are blurry.
My StreamYard is very clear. But YouTube is blurry. Okay. Hang on a second. I'll grab the magic book. I don't know what it is about that book. Makes it try to focus.
Hey, Glenn.
Hi there.
Hi, Glennis.
I'm not going live quite yet because I need to set the stuff.
Okay, mute yourself if you would while you get set up.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see if it'll focus on the book. Okay. Wow. I don't know what its deal is lately. We've never had this problem in 2 years. And just this last couple of months, we're having the problem all the time.
Margie said it looks good to her, but her eyes are blurry.
So it looks normal. Is that what you're saying? Wow. Is your StreamYard still blurry?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I watch is StreamYard.
Okay, because my StreamYard is clear. YouTube is blurry. Okay, give me 10 seconds. I'm going to refresh and come back in, okay?
Okay. Well, at least mine's clear.
See if it makes a difference.
Yeah, it's much clearer.
Really? That's craziness.
Can you make me larger just for a second so I can see what I'm doing?
You need to see what you're doing.
There you go.
Got it, Glennis?
No, it's just black now.
Nope, you're
No,
the only one on the screen.
Nope, just showing black.
Okay, that's your equipment then, because it's only you're the
Yeah,
only one on
we
the
can
screen.
see you. We can
No,
see
We
you.
can see. We can see
Oh
you.
no, okay. I see. Oh, I see. Yes, the black is my okay. Okay, she says.
Okay. All right. Let's see if YouTube will be a little bit clearer with this. Maybe it was just our connection.
Yeah, it's clearer.
There we
clearer
go.
than it was when you first came back in, but it's clearer than it was.
Okay. All right. Let's
Yeah, I don't like that paper at all.
wow. I just can't even imagine what it is about this paper. It's not even shiny. It's the eyelash trim. All right, let me undo this. This is just ridiculous because there's gold foil on this book. So why would it focus on the book and not? Okay. Maybe it can't focus on the eyelash trim because there's too many little things. I don't know.
That's a little better.
Do we need double-sided or single-sided?
Double-sided.
No.
Okay. So
But single-sided will work. You can put
single-sided will
pencil on it.
work.
Yeah, you can put
will,
pencil
yeah.
on it or something.
I mean, I said that. That's why I hesitated. If you have both in front of you, choose the double-sided. Single-sided will work just fine, though.
Okay.
I just put a little eyelet here. There's a heart eyelet. Didn't take much embellishing. I just put a butterfly. Okay, but here's how the Tri-Fold Folio opens. There's the one, and there's the other. There's your 2 folds. There's your 3 sections. But there's actually 4 sections. So when you open it up, the first one here is a pocket, an upside down pocket. And then inside here, this one's a pocket. Up on the top, you have a pocket. I'm trying not to move them a lot in case it's not going to focus. Pocket on the bottom. Another pocket, a wider pocket on the top. A wider pocket on the bottom. And a side pocket or tuck spot over here. So you could use it to store a lot of things, or you could fill it with a lot of fun ephemera. And this would be great happy mail. And then it just rolls up, folds up, and there's your tri-fold. You can close it however you want. I just did an eyelet and a, yeah, that's not too bad.
Yeah, I like how many bits and pieces that has.
Yeah, and you can put any tags in it you want. You can make, you have a little bit of extra. What's extra on here is enough to make this, and this. And that's from the 112 by 12. Get the whole folio plus this, and that's your. It's good use of paper. There is not much waste. That is for darn sure. So, all right, who is going to make along with us tonight? Who's creating?
Me.
Andy is. Glennis is. Who else is? Let's see. Yeah, it's really kind of a quad fold, but you know, if you look at a wallet, it opens like that. They call that a tri-fold or a trip fold. You know, Judy is nice. Hi, Judy. Hi, Debbie. Debbie is.
It's a Spitfire might.
Hey, Teresa. Oh, come on, Teresa.
He's gonna try.
Hi, oh, yeah. This is super easy. And not even
Archie's
really hard for eyebrow hands. So crickets. Oh, come on, Sheila. Okay.
Sylvia did a break. She had a catering event today. So
Sylvia, you can sit down and relax. You totally deserve it. You totally deserve it today. I will give you that.
Good night, Linda.
Good night, Linda. Yeah. Before she falls asleep. Linda will watch it later and she'll make it, post it in the group. Awesome. Okay, so we're going to start out with a 12 by 12 piece of paper. If you have both the double-sided, single-sided beside you, choose the double-sided. But if you don't, you only have single-sided, that will work just fine. Honestly, there's not a whole lot that shows on the inside anyway. Okay, so I'm using this one. It's just a Bow Bunny piece of paper. First thing you're going to do is cut it in half. So you have 2 pieces of 6 by 12. So I will put it at 6 inches. There we go. Okay, so one of these is going to be the base, that we're folding up. And one of these is going to be used to make all the pockets and tucks that go inside. So now you need your scoreboard. Set that aside for a moment. Yeah, you're going to love how easy this is. Inspiration for this came from Julie or Julia at Camilla. Is it Camilla? Camilla Crafts. Darn it, I just forgot. I hate that. I need to give her proper credit. She inspired this. It's something that she made. Let's find my bone folder here. Okay, so we're going to put down the piece that is going to be your base. It doesn't matter if they're exactly the same. The only thing that would matter is what side do you want to be the outside and what side do you want to be the inside if it is double-sided paper. This is inside up. Inside up, we're going to score it at 2.5 inches. Okay, and then we're going to score it at 5.5 inches. All right. Yeah, 5.5 inches. And then from the 5.5 inch mark, move 1 notch to the left. 1 notch to the left, which is 5 3/8. But I know a lot of you don't like the 8s. So that's why I score the 5.5 and then just move 1 notch to the left and score it again so that you get 2 little scores side by side. And what that gives you is this. It's kind of like a little spine. Oh, it's so blurry. It gives you kind of a little spine when you fold so that you've got room to fold things inside. And it's not like trying to burst open because it can't fold. It can stay closed when you wrap this in. And if you've got it full of tags, it's a little gusset on each side. That's all that is. And so score at 5.5 and then go to the left. And you probably can see it. Go to the left and just score 1 mark to the left at 5 3/8. So you have those 2 little score marks right next to each other. Then go up to 9.5. Score at 9.5. And then go to the left and score at what's that? 9 3/8. Whoops, this is falling all over the place. 9 3/8. So 1 mark to the left again, so that we get our tiny little gusset on the other side. So 9.5, and then 1 mark to the left, which is 9 3/8. Okay, so we've got a score mark here. I should have actually scored it on the other side to fold it this way. We've got the first score mark at 2.5. And then we have 2 score marks. Wait a minute. Before we fold it, because we do 1 more and then we can put our scoreboard away. Okay, it's almost kind of focused now. We're going to turn this left end up. Making sure it's staying focused. And we're going to score this little piece, but only to this first score mark. And that is going to be at 4 inches. So we're going to score that at 4. And we're only going as far in as this first score mark right there. And that is going to give us this piece that folds down. There's the score mark right there. Okay. Okay, so now you can get rid of your scoreboard. We don't need it again. Toss it in the trash. We don't need it again. Heard from the other room. What? Say what? That wasn't even Candy's phone. Okay, so now we need a paper trimmer or a pair of scissors. I'm going to grab scissors. And I'll show you what you're going to cut. In this first section, we just scored right here so that we can fold this piece backwards. See, that's folded. It's glued down, but it's folded backwards to make this pocket right here. So we need to cut right here only to the score mark. So we're going to cut just this little piece right here. I'm going to cut that whole little score mark out. I'm not just going to cut down the score mark. I'm just going to cut it out. I'm going to bend this one just so I can see where it is. I can't see on the paper. Eyelash trim is getting in my way. Okay. Let's see here. Looking for my score mark. I have to feel where the score mark is. There it is. Okay. So I'm going to just take my scissors, feel where the score mark is, and I'm just going to start down there so I don't cut too far down. And all I'm going to do is just barely cut, that score mark out. That will allow it to fold nicely. Oops, I went a little deep, but that's okay. Even that out. Okay. Okay, so now I should have this, and this folds backwards like that. So I don't really want this overlapping. I don't want that big bump of the score mark sticking out there. So that's why I just cut it out. And I'm just going to even this up just a hair from my not straight cut job. I should have just done it on the paper trimmer. I'm much straighter with the paper trimmer than with scissors. There we go. That'll work. Okay. So that first little piece up there, that 2-inch flap, folds down. And now you can go ahead and glue it down. Do not glue this right here, so you can use that as a pocket. So I'm going to keep my finger there, which reminds me not to glue that side. I'm going to glue the other two sides. And I'm just going to put a bead of glue on the smaller of the two pieces I'm putting together. So that's the part that's sticking up. And then push that down, glue the two sides down. All right, first pocket done, just like that. Okay, now let's go ahead and bend it on the other folds. Now remember, you've got 2 score marks together here and 2 score marks together here. sometimes it's hard to fold those when those score marks are so close together. You may have a technique that you like. I like to use a ruler because it allows me to actually bend it on the fold. So I'm going to do the one to the left first. I can hardly see it. Make sure that I'm on the fold. I'm just going to fold that up. There we go. Excuse me. Allergies are really getting me today. And then I'm going to do the next one. Actually, I think I'm going to turn it around. Is that right on it? Yep, it is. Okay. I'm going to turn it around to get the other side. It's easier than trying to get that little teeny tiny piece to come up. Okay. And then fold that on the second score mark. Okay. So you should have 2 folds there that give you that tiny little gusset. Okay, and then we've got one more exactly the same. So let's fold on both of those score marks. Let's see. There we go. There's one. I will flip it around. And there's 2. All right. And that's all you need the ruler for. Now you should have a little gusset on the other side. And anytime you're making something and just folding the paper over makes it tight and it wants to just burst open, you want more room to put things inside, you can do this. Just do one score mark next to the other, the very next notch, and you can create yourself a gusset. Okay, I'm looking at chat now. Going back here.
Oh, I can't see it.
I saw Sheila. I'm backing up. Okay, Gigi, the scores. The first score was at 2.5 inches. 2.5 inches. The next score was at 5.5, and then the one just to the left, just one notch over, which is 5 3/8. So 5 3/8 and 5.5 side by side. And then the last one was 9.5 and 9 3/8 side by side. So again, 9.5, and then just the first score mark to the left. After 5.5, you can turn it around, Gigi. You can turn it around, and from the other direction, you can score at 2.5. The first one would be at 2.5. And then just the one next to it that goes farther in. So yeah, just flip the paper around and do it at 2.5, and then the next one to that would be to the right of it then, going that direction. Oh, Gigi, are you still here? Hi, Amanda. Go back and recap that, but Gigi might have already left. Okay. Okay. Oh, sorry guys. I thought I went really slow on that. Okay.
Well, it's hard to see that freaking second line.
Yeah, it is. It's very hard to see that. Maybe I might suggest that in the future, everybody just grab a piece of scratch paper and have it next to you. So when we say like a cut or a score, you can just write down what the mark is. Like the first one's 2.5. And then the next one is 5 3/8 and 5 1/2 side by side. And the next one is 9 3/8 and 9 1/2 side by side. Hi, Diane. Okay, so is everybody that's working along with us up on the folds or the score marks anyway? I agree, Margie. For me, that's how I do it. If I'm watching somebody else, I write those score marks down. Yep, score on the long side, a 2 1/2, 5 3/8 and 5 1/2, 9 3/8 and 9 1/2. Thank you, Teresa. You got it. Okay. And then you turned it with the left end up and score it at 4 inches, but you're only scoring it to the first score mark through the small section, that 2 1/2 inch section. And that's just so that we can fold this piece over. So then we're cutting that score mark and folding it backwards to the front and gluing down only the 2 sides so that we still have a pocket here. Perfect. Teresa's written it down perfectly. Okay, so let me move this guy out of the way here. Okay, so then we took a ruler and we folded on each one of these scores.
You know, it's easier to put the ruler in there if you use the scoreboard. It stays straight.
Oh, that's a good point.
I just did that. It made it much easier on my second one.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Go down in the little groove and help it stay
keeps it straight. Yep.
Okay, so now let's set this aside for just a moment and grab the other piece that is 6 by 12. Okay, this is what we're going to use to make the pockets inside of it. You need a trimmer or scissors. I'll grab a little trimmer for this because it's only...
Okay, hold on. Sheila said, Teresa loved your unusual card video, by the way. Who's?
Unusual card video.
Which... Talking about somebody else? Did I miss something?
Oh, no, she was talking to Teresa. She's saying, Teresa, loved your unusual card video.
Okay, Teresa.
Yeah. Not ours. Okay.
So, did I miss it?
Okay, so this is the piece then that we're going to use to make the pockets. We're going to start with this one over here because it's 6 inches long. We need to get that piece off before we start cutting it up. So we're going to cut 1.5 inches. We're just going to cut 1.5 inches strip off of this. So whatever paper trimmer or scissors, whatever you want to use, just cut 1.5 inch strip off of this second half. Okay, that'll be the piece that's going to go right there. Is that right side up, upside down? I can't even tell. That's pretty sad. There it is, like that. Okay. Okay, so 1.5 inch piece. Hey, Sylvia. Hurry back. We missed you. Okay, so we cut 1.5 inch piece off of there. Now we have this piece left. Now we're going to take this and cut it, but not exactly in half. We're going to cut a 2 1/4 inch strip, and that will leave a 3 3/4 inch strip. So whether you want to measure 2 1/4 inches or 3 3/4 inches, doesn't matter. Either one, you're going to cut it into a 3 3/4 and a 2 1/4. So I'm going to measure 3 3/4 just because that's the biggest side. So that will leave the most paper sitting on the trimmer as I'm working. And I'm going to cut down here, and my trimmer isn't long enough, so I just move it up. Make sure I'm lined up on the line and continue. Works fine every time. Okay, so now I have a 2 1/4 inch strip and a 3 3/4 inch strip.
Are you doing it the long ways? or across the short side?
Long ways.
Oh, that's what's throwing
Across
me.
the long side.
That's what my problem is. Okay.
Yeah, they're going to stay the long way. So they're going to stay directional if it's that way. I mean, if it,
Okay.
if that is they're going to stay directional and be cut this way. Okay, so I'll set this one aside. We could stop and glue that on right now if we wanted to, but let's take the shorter of these two. We've got a 3 3/4 and a 2 1/4. Let's take the 2 1/4. With that, we're going to make these 3 bottom pockets. They're all the exact same height. They're all 2 1/4. So we just need to get their width right. So we're going to cut off a piece that is just shy of 2 1/2. Okay, because this is 2 1/2. It's scored at 2 1/2. So if this pocket is 2 1/2, it is not going to fold. It's not going to fold at all because you're right into the fold with the pocket. So make it just shy of 2 1/2. 2 1/2, just shy. So it comes up to that fold, but doesn't go inside the fold. All right. So there's our first pocket. Then the second one is 2 3/4. Now this one, I believe, is, you don't have to make it shy. I think that's exactly, if I remember right. Yep, 2 3/4. It does not have to be shy, only the first one. All right, so 2 3/4 on the second, for the second pocket. There's our second pocket, our first, our second. And the third pocket over is 3 3/4. So we'll put it on 3 3/4 and cut that one. Okay. So now we've got our 3. I scored something wrong, didn't I? Or did I? Oh, no. I'm sorry. Oh, yeah. No, that goes there. What did I do? What did I do? Maybe I set them backwards. I scored them backwards. That's what I did. Okay. I made the big. Geez, I did. I scored them backwards. I apologize. Been a while since I made this one. Okay. This is my little section here. Let's give it a second. There we go. This is the little section here. And then the big section is here. On the one that we just did, I scored the big section first. And then the little, either that or I turned this around and cut from the wrong end. I could have done that. It might have been supposed to go like this, and I cut from the wrong end. So that was the small section, the big section, and then the third one. So if you did what I did, the big section is first. The medium section is next. If you didn't turn your paper around like I did, then your small section should be first and your large section should be next. So yeah, I kind of messed that up. That means that this is going to fold in here and that one's going to fold. No, that's not even going to work at all. I really messed it up. It's going to go like this. I'm going to totally redo mine. All right. Wow. Did you guys mess up like I did? Did you follow me or did you not turn your paper around and you did it right? I could do it backwards and just tuck this in and that in.
Oh, I got mine right. I got the big one that's next to that.
Wow. Okay, that still doesn't fold. What the heck? No, I really messed up. I scored it wrong.
You turned it.
I did. I flipped my paper around and I scored it wrong. All right. You guys probably didn't do that. So just hold tight. Give me a second. I'll cut another piece of paper real quick. 6 inches. This time I'm going to watch myself. That's what happens when I go back and repeat instructions and I don't pay attention to keeping it the direction it's supposed to go. My own fault. My own fault. Okay. So there's my 6 and my 6. Scoreboard. Gets fresh set of paper. Redo. Girl Scouts get two chances, right? Okay, so this is our front. So the first one is at 2.5 inches. That is correct. All right. Now I'm questioning myself, so double checking. 2.5 inches is my first score mark. Okay. And then the next one should be 5.5 and 5 3/8. Okay. So 5 3/8 and 5.5. Oops, pop right out of there. There we go. 5.5. Okay. And the next one should be 9 3/8 and 9.5. Yep. Okay. 9 3/8 and 9.5. Okay. And right there, before even moving it, just turn it, score this one at 4. Only to the first score mark. Okay. Let's see if we can do this right. Oh, I know what I did. Okay. I just scored that same thing as if that's the inside, and I wanted that to be the outside. That's okay. That can be the outside. I'm going to fold it at the first score mark. And I'm going to see where that paper trimmer just disappeared to that I just had in my hand. Okay. And I'm going to cut just ever so slightly. There we go. Don't go down quite far enough. Okay. Done with the paper trimmer. Well, no, for now though. We're done with the scoreboard. That's what we're done with. Okay. So let's see if this do-over is right. Okay, so this one folds outside. It folds in. This is the one that needs to be glued down. Okay. Okay. Then need to fold it at all the score marks. There's one. Did I mess anybody else up by turning my paper, or are you all good? And I'm the only one that screwed that up. Okay. Of course y'all are. Of course you're good. You're just that kind of people.
No, we just lucked out.
No, I cannot see that score mark. First. Set the second right there, I think. Oh my goodness. With all that print, I cannot see that score mark.
And that's why I used the cutting board.
Yeah.
The trim board.
The scoreboard.
Scoreboard,
Yeah.
Stick my ruler in the.
You can totally, that would totally be easier.
Yeah, it made my second one fold so much easier.
Yeah. Okay, and then this one, fold that one. Wow, this one folded better without the ruler than the one that with the ruler, where I couldn't even see the mark. Pull that over. Not folding all the way. There we go. Yeah, that folded easier without the ruler. So interesting. Usually it requires me using a ruler. Okay, that looks better. First section, second section, they get a little bit larger as you go so that you can fold in. There we go. Whew. Well, this was a picture referring and pixelated probably because it's, oh, man. Okay, that's pretty clear right there. That's good. Margie, this is also why I write it out first. Oh, man. This is the same as the first time, except the first time, Margie, when I went to do this, I flipped the paper array. It should have been this way. They get larger, and then this was the cover. I flipped it around accidentally and ended up cutting that side, which is really the right side. So I can add something onto there and still make it work as a 3 or 4 fold. That, you know, we can always make something out of the paper. No worries. Okay, so here's my base. You're all here. We're all here already. Not going to touch that one, Laura. What was so does the front and the back and switch way. I was sewing it on backwards, Laura. If both sides are so pretty that you accidentally sewed the back on, then or the back up, then I'd say you're probably just fine. Okay, this piece we are going to cut into. See if there are directional words there. 3 3/4 and right. Let me just think. Oh nope, I got to cut an 1 1/4 off first for that right end, or 1 1/2. What was it? 1 1/4.
I thought just 1 1/2, but whatever. Either one.
What do I know? I just work here. Oh, either one will work. Yes, that is true. Either one will work. Okay. So there we go. There's that. All right. And then I'm going to turn this and I'm going to cut it in half, but not in half. I'm going to have a 2 1/4 inch strip and a 3 3/4 inch strip. So 3 3/4. That should leave me 2 1/4. Yes, it does. Okay. Double checking myself now. Geez. 3 3/4. Okay. So now I'm going to go to the smallest strip of the two. And then now I'm going to cut my pockets that go along the bottom of this. The first one is a shy 2 1/2, because that was a 2 1/2 inch fold. All right, 2 1/2. There's the first one. The second one is 2 3/4. Does not need to be shy. And the third one is 3 3/4. And there's an extra piece right there that we can make a tiny tag out of. Okay, so there's my 3. 1, 2, 3. So they should go here. 1, 2, 3. Perfect. All right, don't glue them down yet, though. Okay, but we know you may want to leave them sitting out so that you know this is the bottom row of pockets. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, and then from the other leftover piece, we're going to cut the top pockets, and they are going to be the same widths. That is a shy 2.5. No, wait a minute. Back up before you cut that one.
Be 2 3/4, shouldn't it? Or
Wait, yeah, there isn't a second pocket on the first one. There's only the one pocket. That's where we get our extra for the tag. Okay, so there isn't a second one here. So we just go to the second one, which was 2 3/4. So we want to cut a piece that's 2 3/4 and a piece that's 3 3/4. So 2 3/4. So that should match this one being the second one. They should be the same width, and they are. And then 3 3/4. Okay, and that matches that one. Now, the larger pocket goes on the top. Let me get the tags out so you can see. And the larger pocket goes on the top, and so you don't see any space underneath. And you could turn. Is this my one? Yeah. You could turn. Okay, so this one, we go on the opposite side so we can see it. And then the bottom one,
you froze.
I could turn that back so the front of the paper shows there so that you can see the difference in the two pockets. Now, obviously, there are options and ways that you can do everything different. So you could make the top pocket shorter if you wanted and see space in between them. You totally could do that. It goes down behind that one a little bit so that you don't see the bottom of the pocket. It's just a smooth transition. But then, again, it is harder to see the pocket there because they're the same paper. So if you turn the bottom one back over, then you have the top one, and you will see the bottom one much easier because it is the same paper as the inside, which is opposite of what you're putting up there. You want to make that one opposite of what it's on so that you can see it. But here's where you want to cut your thumb notches out if you want thumb notches. It doesn't have any gussets, so it really works much better if you do have some thumb notches here. Okay, and this is a pretty deep pocket because it goes behind the bottom pocket. You can put longer tags in it or journal cards, and they can go down behind this one. There's space for that. And so it gives you the ability to put something longer, deeper in there. But again, if you want them cut off shorter, you could cut this one off up here and just have two small pockets. Same thing with this one on the left. That is totally up to you. So I am going to set that completely aside, out of the way. I'm going to cut some thumb notches first. And I'm just going to use a 1.5 inch circle because these are not super large. So I'll first do this first one here. That's the right direction. Yep. Now, if you want the thumb notches to line up, if you're going to do this one and you want the thumb notches to line up, put them together and punch the thumb notch together. It's the easiest way. Okay, so that's that one and that one. And same thing here. If you want the thumb notches to line up, then put them together. Okay, and that's how the pockets will lay out. And honestly, and Margie, yeah, you can just wing it and put pockets wherever you want. But you can cut the first one off. You could cut the thumb notch out and you could glue it right down. Honestly. And then you could cut the second one off. It's the same width. Cut it off of both of those pieces of paper. Cut the thumb notches, glue them down, and then go to the next one. And you could glue, if I'm doing it just by myself, I would glue this one down first. I cut it, I'll glue it down. I know it's in place. Good to go. Okay. Okay, so that's how it is. So that's what we're going to glue. We're going to glue down now these pieces where they belong. Don't forget to not glue the opening. Don't forget to leave the opening open. So I'm going to start with this guy over here, and I'm only going to glue 3 sides. Okay, just line that up with the edge. And press it down. That's all it takes. And it's just enough for a side tuck. Okay. Oops. It won't be a side tuck if I smear the glue all over trying to line it up. There we go. Okay. Okay. All right. Now I'm going to go over here and I'm going to glue the far left one down because I don't have to mess with 2 pockets. I'm going to hold the top so that I remember not to put glue where my thumb notch is and just do glue on the other 3 sides. You could use double stick tape if you prefer. And I'm going to align this one with the left edge of the paper. I don't want to align it with the fold. I'm going to align it with the edge of the paper. And by doing that, I know it'll be just fine to fold because I cut it shy of 2.5 inches. Okay, there we go. Okay, now our next section. I'm going to see where I want these. The bottom one is going to go right along the bottom, centered in the section. This one's going to go underneath it. I like the stair step as they go up. So that one's awfully long. Let's see. I can choose where I put them. This one goes way down underneath. Maybe I cut off some of that excess. Wasn't that long on my other one? Unless you want this higher. If you don't necessarily want the stair step, but you want deeper pockets, then you could put it up here and put this one up here so that they're the same height. Or you can bring this one down so it's a stair step going up. And there's a little bit of excess there I could cut off and make another tiny tag. So I think I might do that. I'm not going to measure it. I'm just going to say pencil. I could cut it right there. So I'm just going to trim that little bottom part off. Have that little excess for another tiny tag. Or punching out an embellishment or something. And then this one Goes right there. Okay, so if you want the stair step, then an easy way to do it is to either glue these two together right there and then put them down as one, or put the first one down and then the second one. If I glue them together, then I don't have to worry about, because the top one has to go down first. And I don't have to worry about, am I putting it up too high or down too low? Because if I glue them together, I know that it's right where I wanted it to go. So I'm going to glue that side. I'll put a little on this side. Okay, then I can glue the back just on 3 sides. Glennis and Candy, how many of you whipped out already?
I'm only on my second one.
Yeah, I'm on the second. I'm finishing up my second one.
Nice. Okay, let's see where my folds are, because I'm just going to center it.
I have to line my single-sided stuff. That's my excuse for not.
Well, you don't have to line it. You could stencil on it.
You're covering up most of it.
Yeah.
Well, no,
especially if you make these stair step, you could stencil on it though for background without having to put a whole nother piece of paper. Of course, if stencils don't match what you're going to use it for, then okay. And then this one.
We're supposed to know what we're going to use it for?
No, I don't ever.
I have no idea at this point.
Not yet. Yeah. Okay. And then I'm going to stair step that one up to there. I don't want it quite to the top. I want tag to be able to stick out there, but not necessarily go over. So I will glue those two together. There's one. Better make sure that's straight. Okay. And then glue the whole thing down. I intended for the flowers to be the outside, pink to be the inside, but then I scored it backwards. So
You don't tell anybody.
Well, no, I mean, nobody would know, and this is the way it is. I just wanted the pink, or the flowers on the outside, the pink on the inside. That just means I'll have to decorate more on the outside because there's all that solid pink.
Yeah.
Not solid, but you can't really see. There's a little bit of writing in the background, and see the flowers outside. I don't have to decorate. Okay, so that's it. That is literally it. You've got 1 fold, 2 fold, 3 fold, and boom, you're done. You could tie something around it. You could put a piece of Velcro here. A magnet might hold, depending on how tough your paper is. Hold down. So let's see some of these. I didn't cut a thumb notch in that one, but I usually put some sort of embellishment there so it's really covered up anyway, which is why I didn't, but you could. You certainly could. Let's see. Now, this is long. Both of these are longer. You could put long tags in them. These are just small tags. Now, what do I have left over? I have this little piece, and I I have this little piece, and I have this big piece. So with those, I can make, now these, I could make 2 tags out of this, and they actually would be quite a bit longer. So if I cut this one in half, it is 4 1/4. So I'll go 2 1/8, or cut it 2 and 2 1/4. Doesn't matter. They don't have to be the same size. And they'll be going in long pockets or on the side. So all I got to do is cut me some corners. Where's my little teeny tiny scissors? There we go. Okay. And then this one, this is a fatter one. Maybe I want a little bit deeper. Okay, there's a second tag and third tag. There we go. There's a third tag. They can be turned any which way. Oops, don't drop it. And a fourth tag. Oh, drop the scissors instead. Right into the trash can. The pros and cons to having the trash can right under the desk, you know.
You know where they are.
I can always scoop into it, but I hate it there because I'm always dropping things into the trash.
Yeah, I had to move mine. I couldn't leave it there.
Okay. All right. So then this little one, I'll give it a little hole up on top here. There we go. This one can handle a bigger hole. And the 2 of these. Now I could have taken one of these smaller ones and instead of making a tag out of it, could have made hole rings. You guys know how to make hole rings to go over these because they would look nice there. Of course, you could put eyelets on them, but you can also just find some neutral paper, or maybe I have another piece of that to make hole rings. Do y'all know how to make hole rings? Hi, Maki.
I do.
Oh, Maki, it's okay. I just try to ignore it when I say something like that and realize after the fact.
Maybe nobody else heard it either. That's what you think.
Yeah, well, I know they did. In this group. I just ignore it. And think maybe they will too. No, not a chance. Not a chance.
Got to keep you on your toes.
Oh, yeah. Okay. How do we make a whole ring? We'll do it on this side because it'll be easier to see. First, we cut. We want to leave enough, go far enough away from the edge that there's enough room for a ring around it. And we punch a hole. I'm going to do a couple of them because we need 3 of this size. So there's 1, there's 2, and I usually do this out of scraps, but I'm not going to go dig out scraps. And now a 3/4 inch or a 1 inch hole punch is perfect. Either one will work. Let's see, where's the 1 inch? I'm going to grab both of them if I can. Y'all keep all your circle punches together. Mine are not exactly together. They're in pockets, those things that hang on the door that hold shoes, those shoe pockets. That's what all my punches are in. But I really need to put all my circles together, because those are the ones I'm always grabbing. Okay. I'm going to do this with the 3/4 inch. We'll do it with a 1 inch too, so you can see the difference. But you need to do the center hole first. It's a whole lot easier, because then all you have to do is center that hole and punch that. You could even do a 1/2 inch. That's pretty big. I don't know if I have a 1/2 inch. So I have to use 3/4 inch. But if you have a 1/2 inch, you wouldn't think it's that much difference, but it is. So then you put the pink one on this side. Yeah, I didn't punch it down far enough. So let's see. I could actually cover that up and punch a new hole. I won't. I'll just do it right where it is. I'll put the pink on this side, and I'll put the flowers showing on this side. And just glue those down. I'm going to go ahead and do it. Where is this paper from? What is this? This is Bo Bunny. This is paper I have had at the sale. Madeline is the line, the Bo Bunny line that is from. I don't know if I have more in stock or not. Okay, so I'm going to put this one. Okay, if you don't get your hole perfectly centered there, and one side is thicker, fatter than the other one, I put the larger side, the fatter side, down on the bottom. Even if it's not going over the top like that. Put the fatter side down on the bottom, and it's not as visible. It's just an eye thing. And sometimes it just depends how big a hurry I'm in when I cut them, whether they're perfectly centered or not. But if you cut the big circle and then try to cut the little circle, that's way worse. Okay. Okay, get centered. There we go. Okay, now you could leave it up over the edge if you want, or you can take your scissors. I should give it a minute for that glue to dry. I don't want glue on these scissors. They're really good and sharp, so I'm going to wait a minute. Let's see if I can make them a little straighter. I have 3 with the big hole. That means I really need 6 of these, so I need 3 more. 1, 2, 3. Let's see if that's far enough apart. Nope. That's the 1 inch, is it? Yeah, that's a 1 inch. I want the 3/4. And I wasn't thinking about these when I put the holes in the tags, or I would have put them a little lower. I mean, plan ahead. You can make the holes a little bit lower so there's room for the ring to go around it. Of course, if you have a 1/2 inch punch, it's going to be a little smaller than mine are. Let's see. Where's the top? 1 inch. A tree? What's a tree? What do I probably missed something back there, huh? Just cut the top flat. Yep, that's all I'm going to do. Margie's cut the top flat. I'm going to let the glue dry first, though. I don't want it on my sharp little scissors. It'll be perfectly fine. All right, so same thing with this one. I'm going to put the pink, the back side on the front and the front side on the back. And make for just fine rings. See where all my rings went when I cut them, punched them. They went flying. Get them lined up perfectly, and then I squeeze my fingers together to squish them tight, and I move them. Does anybody else do that? Is that just me?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Why am I so coordinated? Oh, man.
You tell them to stay put, and they don't.
I know. I get it lined up just perfectly on it, perfect, and then I squeeze it together, and my hands slide. The glue slides, and they go slipping. All right, I got two more around here somewhere. There's one. There's the other one went flying over there. Yep. Okay, one. Oh, good grief. Why does the goo just go sliding? But then when you try to slide it back, it won't go back because it dries so fast. Oh, man. Oh, Judy just ordered her a smaller punch. Where'd you get it, Judy? Off Amazon? If you send me the link, I'll get an affiliate link for it and put it in the group on the affiliate file with all the links to Amazon. Oh. Slip sliding away. Slip sliding away. Oh, that is really slip slidey. Okay. So I'm just going to cut that off flat. It's fine. Have you ever seen? I've seen a lot of tags like what are they, like repair tags or I don't know what those other tags are. Maybe they're like dry cleaner tags. I don't know what they're called. That are like that. If they were put too close to the top, or the top's just chopped off. What? There we go. So yeah, you don't have to use eyelets. Sometimes it feels like an eyelet is too heavy for a lightweight tag or one so small. So just make your own rings. They look very nice. Okay, so go back here, and one of them can go, well, we've got one in that pocket, so one can go here. Put it right there. And then got three more. I'll put one here. It's kind of have to go sideways to make, oh, these are pretty big. Go completely sideways to make sure that they will, oh, these are the big ones we're going to put down here. That's right. Let's do that. These are the long ones. I put that down there. And this one right next to it. You can even be sticking up over the top. Fine by me. And then these two can go in here. And this one can go over here with that guy. There you go. Now you can embellish. You can embellish on the pockets if you want. You can embellish down here or stamp. Where's our prototype? Over here. Okay. So the first thing I did was punch the hole for the eyelet, put the eyelet in, and then I just put a little piece of lace down here and a strip of pearls. So that kind of covered it up. We hold still and see if it'll focus. Maki asked where the paper came from, and my smart mouth just had to say a tree. Oh, that's the tree. Thanks, Margie. She's right, Maki. She's right. Oh, it is Bo Bunny, and I had it at a sale. I might have more. I'm not sure. Okay, yeah. So punch the hole first if you want to do an eyelet. You don't have to do an eyelet. And then over here, I like to embellish this pocket. So I just took a scrap of lace and folded it a bit so that it's smaller up on the top. Glued it on. Glued a butterfly on. And so that pocket there is embellished.
You did lace and butterfly?
Yes. And
Oh,
what was the
boy.
third thing? Lace, butterfly, and...
Birds, I think.
Nope. Lace, butterflies, and...
Flowers.
Flowers. That's it.
Flowers, right.
Yeah. Look, I did 2 butterflies. One on the front and one inside. So, yeah, that's all I embellished it with. I didn't embellish it heavy, but it has all this pretty on the outside. This is a Bo Bunny paper as well. This one, I feel like I will embellish it a little more because all the roses and writing is on the inside. If you can see, there is some background writing there, but it still feels like it's calling for a little bit more. So you can do any kind of closure you want. But I just did put that eyelet in and then use some eyelash trim, which stretches out when it's pulled in the least little bit and is now at least twice as long as it was when I cut it off. I could go back. I just tied a very simple leaf charm on the end to give it something to hang down there.
If you want to confuse everybody, I can show you what I did, but it doesn't look like yours.
And they're not confused enough already?
Well, I made a bad cut, and then from then on, I just went to hell with it.
Yeah. Oh, so it's like this one that I scored wrong or that I turned around.
Well,
I turned the
except
paper.
I might not have pockets, and I might have flips, and I might have belly bands. And yeah, they might be a little different.
So it's not a tri-fold.
Well, it's a quad fold.
Oh, well, it is kind of a quad fold, but really what you
Yes,
see on
that
the
part's the
outside
same.
is a tri-fold.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
that part.
I mean,
didn't
there's
change.
another fold inside, but it's really a tri-fold. Like a wallet might have a little flip out, but it's called a tri-fold.
Yeah, that part.
But-
That part was
Yeah.
good.
Yeah. So let's see here. Might. I don't know. All right. Maybe what do we do with this blue one? Should we make this one work? The one I turned around upside down? Let's see. So on your second one, Glynis, did you not make the wrong cut? Did you make the right cut?
Well, I liked the first one, so I made the second one almost the same. I didn't do the belly bands. I just did.
Mhm.
I like them, but no, they're not.
Oh, I
quite-
don't doubt it at all. Yeah, many alterations. That,
Oh, yeah, because
that
I
we
kept
could-
going, and so I thought, well, let's put this here, and let's try belly band, and let's try flip, and let's try corner tuck, and
that does.
it's all based on your inspiration.
Problem with that one is that problem is that one is that this is cut off, so there's nothing to. I could glue something on the inside, but yeah, that just looks kind of. I'm gonna cut that up and make another. Yeah, I mean, we can take the same take one template and end up making something 10 different ways. And you could like them all, you know, they're just 10 different things, all done with the same base template, just like Glynis did. Change this cut to that, and you've got a whole new thing. All right, Glynis, you ready to show them?
Yep.
There you go.
Okay. Looks like I've got a leg.
You can go ahead because it's
Yeah, I'm just waiting to get my leg. So this
Oh.
is this. The first part is I've got 2 Velcros holding it closed. I've got a corner pocket here and here, and this flips open. I've got a side pocket. I've got 2 flips. Then there's 3 belly bands and 3 pockets.
cool. So instead of double pockets there, you did a belly band instead.
Because it
And a
worked
flip.
better with the flips, and I love
flip
having
to
flips in folios.
So you didn't cut yours in half, or did you glue that flip on?
These are flipped. Yeah, these are glued on here.
Okay, they're glued on. Yeah. Okay. I'd say if you didn't cut your paper in half, those would be sit clear up there, but you glued them on after the
Yeah.
fact. Okay.
And then because it's lined, it's thick, so I put Velcro to hold it closed.
Oh, right.
Now this is the first one I made, and this is where I cut this piece out. I might have cut it out right, but I put it on the front cover by mistake. So when I open it, this little piece is little like yours, but there's nothing on it.
You
so
just folded it the other direction then.
Oh, I wasn't sure what I did.
Oh, you cut it. You cut the whole piece off.
Yeah.
That's why. Okay. We only cut down that little score mark so you could fold it down. That's how you, okay.
Yeah,
But you cut the whole piece off instead.
that's where I made my first mistake. So from there,
Okay.
I figured,
I got it.
So there's on this cover,
That's
there's a
pretty.
little belly band.
Uh-huh.
And then I got the side tuck here and the pockets here. And this one, I don't have the belly band. I just have the 3 pockets. It's because this was the first one I did.
Look like taller pockets.
Yes, these ones are taller.
Yeah, I like it.
But my belly bands are step, or my flips. See, I made them step. I followed some of it. But I really like how it turned out. And this one just
I
has
do
one
too.
Velcro.
Yeah. Yeah, they're all just different versions of Debbie's is kind of upside down and backwards.
Yeah, so I followed I followed what you did in a way, for the most part. And I like them. That's the main thing. I really like them.
Yeah, I do too. All right, if anybody's still out there and wants to do it again or didn't get through the first one, I'm going to do another one. First, I'm going to cut my 12 by 12 paper in half to make 2 6 by 12 sheets. Oh my goodness. All right, the first one is going to be the base, so that's the one we score. Okay, I'm going to score it at 2.5. And at 5 3/8 and 5.5 at 9 3/8 and 9.5. Right. Both of those folds right there. This paper might be blurry. It's got a little bit of sparkle on it. The train.
No, Eric just sent me a video. They went to a wolf rescue.
Oh, cool.
Oh, cool.
And so he sent me a video. Those are one of our
Nice.
favorites, mine and his. So he sent me a video of them howling.
Oh, that's great.
Wow, that's cool.
That's neat.
Yeah, that's very cool. So let me ask you guys out there a question.
Mm-hmm.
Would you prefer these Saturday Night Laughing Crafts just to be true laughing crafts? Everybody work on whatever they want to work on, not a tutorial on something, and have the tutorials be on recorded videos so that you can start and stop them at your own leisure. Sparkle, is that the code for? It's the code for YouTube being blurry because the sparkle, the shine, the glare makes it not want to focus. That's what I meant by that.
Yeah, I like the tutorial. I like both.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's nice to have a variety on Saturday nights.
Yeah.
We do a lot of different things.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes all the same, sometimes different. Sometimes we get to tell you what to do. It's nice to have a variety.
Okay.
Yeah, I think so too. Laura says she's not going to follow along either, so it doesn't matter to her. She's just there to make fun, or with Margie,
Yeah.
make fun of, or with
Yeah.
Margie.
Oh. Well, sometimes it's a little difficult because everybody doesn't go at the same pace. And, you know, trying to go back and repeat instructions because I want everybody to be able to do it that wants to participate. And then other people are waiting for the next thing. And then some people are watching chat so they don't hear instructions, or they come in late. And so we're repeating again. And so to some people it's super slow, and to other people, they're not getting it because.
Yeah, I can watch chat or craft. I can't. So today I'm crafting. I'm not watching chat at all.
That's your purpose of being in here, Glennis.
It's hard to watch them. It's hard to craft.
It is.
Chat.
It is. It's hard to be in here and craft and chat at the same time, which is why you're here. What'd you say?
Or we make mistakes like Marianne did when we were trying to do all
I
three.
just did it again. So I'm.
Did you?
Yeah, but I haven't cut it yet, so I'm going to go do the other end. Yeah, I scored the wrong end for this.
But because I made a mistake, I really like how mine are turning out because I did it wrong.
Yeah.
So I'm still trying to figure out how to do that cut correctly so that it folds, that first cut.
Okay, I'm going to do it right now.
Okay, I'm watching.
Okay, so this is one score mark here. This is the double score mark, so I get the little gusset. And this one's a double score mark, so I get the little gusset, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so being lined up that way with a double score mark over here, the single score mark over here, I turned and scored this at 4 inches, only to that first score mark. Okay, so I scored it right there, but I stopped right here at this score mark.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and now I'm going to cut right here, only right here. I don't want to cut the piece out. I'm going to cut, I can't see.
So is it going to, you end up cutting on the bottom part, not the top part?
No, I'm cutting the top part.
That's what I did.
But I have to turn it around to cut it. I just have to turn it around to cut it. I'm going to cut the whole little score mark out. I'm not folding it this time in case that was confusing. Okay, so there it is. I cut the top flap only.
Okay.
Right? And then I bend it backwards.
Then you're going to have an upside down pocket.
Correct.
Were you supposed to have an upside? Oh, shoot. I couldn't figure out why you'd want an upside down pocket, so I figured it was wrong.
Just a top tuck. It's just a top tuck. So it is.
This. So
if okay, I'm going to just make mine a triangle and then it'll make sense to me.
That's totally fine.
Because I couldn't figure out why we wanted to talk.
So I showed the first one and then I did it twice. and you still didn't see that it was an upside down pocket.
No, I didn't. And
Oh,
that's why on
man.
the black one, I've got the pocket on the wrong spot because I cut it right off. I thought, well, we
Yeah, I
can't.
saw you cut it right off and then put it over there. And that works too. But yeah, it's an upside down tuck. You
Okay,
could,
this one will be an upside down tuck. Promise.
no, it's you do it however you want to do it.
Well, whatever. Pretend.
Or you could cut it off and make it a bottom pocket. I don't matter.
Exactly. Cut it off, put it down here if you want.
Well, that's what I did. in The other one.
Yeah.
Now that I know you want it to be that way.
But do you want it to be that way?
It's going to be. Going to be a corner tuck.
Well, it's not a corner down tuck if it's an upside down pocket.
It's an upside down pocket corner tuck.
Oh, why? Did you already cut it off?
Well, no, I folded it down. And then I
Okay.
just cut it at an angle across the bottom.
Oh, so okay. So you're
So
okay.
So
You're
it's
just
still,
making that
it's
you're
still
just,
following your
you just
your
cut half
idea
of it
though.
off. You just cut half of it off so it's a triangle.
Yeah.
I got it.
But otherwise,
Okay.
it's your idea still.
Otherwise, it's your idea still. I just did this, and this. Otherwise, you're hilarious. You are cracking me up.
It looks good as a corner tuck. It looks really
Yeah,
good.
it does actually. On the bottom, it looked good as a corner tuck,
Well, no, it's a top corner tuck.
but the top corner tuck, I'm sure, will look good too.
I couldn't figure out an upside pocket. I thought, what did I do wrong? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
That's funny. That is funny. All right.
Oh, laugh and craft. Yep.
1.25 inches over here. And that's gonna go right here. See, I find it easier just to put the pieces down as I cut them, so I don't end up with a whole bunch of pieces that.
Yeah, I glue
mixed
mine
up.
as soon as I've got them cut.
Mix up and get lost. But when showing it start to finish, I cut all the pieces first because if somebody glues it down the wrong place, then they're messed up. Okay. Now this needs to go in.
Or they could follow instructions and be messed up. So this can't be right.
Oh my goodness. 2 1/4 and 3 3/4.
I bet candies are correct.
Not all the way. Well, I made mine a little different. Well, on the inside, my pockets are a little different. I didn't put my pockets the same exact way she did on the inside.
Oh my goodness.
Oh gosh, that's funny.
I didn't overlap them. I didn't want mine overlapped.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, so I'm going to use this for the bottom ones. 2 1/2.
She's going to put out a notice. I want people who will follow instructions.
Really?
Uh,
Well, I always appreciate when you follow the directions the first time. Just so
Well, I thought
everybody
I
can
was.
see.
I followed them. I just didn't overlap
Yeah.
my pockets. That's all.
Yeah, that's okay.
and then I got that upside down
And
part.
then
I thought,
Go
was
for it
wrong.
and do what you want with it. All right.
I like the look of these. These are really nice. Have a nice look to them.
Laura says, "Mom, are you sure you know how to follow? Sure you know what follow means?"
Follow means. Guess
Shush,
she didn't
Laura,
at all, did she, Laura?
Go
Hey,
to your
Julie.
room.
Might be more of a meander.
Really, Jim.
Sit in the corner,
That's
Laura.
funny. Do they know I'm here yet?
Was that
Nope,
done?
Julie, don't know you're here yet.
Oh, Julie. I'm not because I'm
I'm
letting
just wondering.
Candy do all the chat by herself.
Oh well, I'm trying to stay away from these.
Well, so far I've been doing all the chat by myself. I thought that's why you were here, Glynis. Man,
But these are so much fun to make.
They were.
man.
I got my 2 finished.
Well, I'm almost got my third one. Well, it's about half.
Yeah, I'm not doing a third one.
Well, I like them. I'll use these.
Yeah, I will, but I'll make
them different later.
when I do one for a book. I'll have this as a template.
Right. Okay. Well, you've got two. One that can go in your idea book and one that can go in your journal that we're going to make start to finish.
Yeah.
That's all we need.
Yeah, I'll miss the first one of those, but I'll catch
On
up.
the 6th. Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
All right.
This one's really weird. I thought these colors would be strange, but they're turning out.
Put that pocket on upside down. Hope nobody notices. The flower's pointing down instead of up. I don't care. But,
There's a real problem with upside down pockets.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, it's so funny. I think that was what you wanted. Yeah, I didn't get that part. But I have on this one. This one's got the upside down pocket.
Well, I don't know why you'd start doing that now.
Because I wanted to do one right.
There is no right. You do it whatever way you want to do it.
It makes sense to me as a corner tuck. I can justify it, but as a pocket, I can't.
What's the difference? If they're
My
both
brain?
upside down and they're both to tuck something in.
But my brain, that's how my brain works. As far as I can go, it just doesn't, an upside down pocket just doesn't do it.
See, I think the pocket is tighter, and so whatever you put in it's going to stay in better.
There's that.
The only way I can do it upside down is if I know it's tight enough that something's going to stay in it.
Sometimes I have to paper clip in my corner pockets.
Yeah.
Well, I've never tried Velcroing a pocket closed.
Velcroing a pocket closed?
Yeah, I've never
But then
tried
you can't
that.
have a tag coming out of it.
Oh, my brain is fried. Obviously, I'm not thinking at all.
You've been looking
What
at
day?
too many craft supplies.
Just 2 big boxes and a big bag.
Nice. Those were 2 1/4. I'm going to make this one 2 1/4. Yeah, I hear you, Candy. It's been a long week.
I know them dogs hit me up last night.
2 and
You know, it's bad enough with one or two of my dogs, but it's like 3 dogs. One is a big lab,
wow.
and then the other ones are around the bed.
Candy's house sitting,
That's
guys.
6 dogs. That's 6 dogs. 3 of them are in the bed. 3 of them are on the floor around the bed, so you have to watch when you step out of the bed.
Oh my goodness! You
And
step on a dog.
And the one lab was last night. He was just barking a lot, so I had to lock him in the house, and he was not happy. Because they have a doggy door, so I had to close the doggy door so he couldn't go out. He'd go out there and bark like 5 or 6 times, and he'd come in, run around on the wood floor for a little bit, so you hear them clacking nails, and then he'd go back outside and he'd bark 5 or 6 times, and I'm like, oh God, it's midnight. Get in here, get in here.
Yeah, I would lock the door too.
Yeah, so I locked the door, and then he proceeded to let me know this morning that he was upset with me.
Oh, of course.
I had to clean up an accident, and let me tell you,
When it was no accident.
that was like, oh my God.
You're like, it was no accident. I know he's mad at me.
Yeah,
I know. So yeah.
Sheila made 3 of these already.
Yeah. I mean, I probably could have done another one, but I just
Oh, yeah, you
had to
could.
paper out, and I didn't feel like looking for another set. You want to see the 2 I got done?
Yes,
Yep.
please.
Okay. Okay, here's the first one. This is made with a 13 Arts paper.
Pretty. You like 13 hearts.
I just,
Oh
I
yeah,
just
that's
did
really
the
nice.
same. It's the
Yeah.
same. The pockets just aren't staggered as much.
Yeah. Doesn't go down behind the other one, but
No.
okay.
And then this was the same way. And I just put an eyelet in mine.
Yeah, no, that closes
Cool.
really.
Yep, with some sari silk. That's pretty.
So, yep. That's it.
Nice. Very pretty.
Yeah, I haven't got any tags in mine yet. You've got all your tags in.
Yeah.
So this one I'm doing
On you.
with the space between the pockets.
Yeah, I just made it so I could see it, the pockets a little easier.
Yeah, I love your colors. Those are great papers.
Yeah, that's a pretty one.
I
That's
love
all
it.
the 13 arts are, right?
Yeah, one. I think the other one's either Anna Griffith or Bo Bunny. That dark. I don't know which one.
I think it's Anna Griffin.
Anna Griffin. I'm not sure.
I think so.
It's not that. It's all that paper that you were in the stack you gave me. So who knows what it is?
Yeah, I think that's Anna Griffin.
It didn't have a
I
brand.
think I have some of that paper pad left.
Yeah.
It's pretty thick, isn't it?
No, it's
Sort
about
of.
the same as all the other stuff.
Is it?
Yeah, that's why I think it's the Bo Bunny florals. I got that whole pad.
Yeah.
And I've
Oh,
had
yeah.
several of these. Where the Anna Griffith, I only had like one or two patterns.
Mm.
One or two of each
Okay.
pattern.
So this one, like what Candy did, the pockets just start behind each other. And so this one I'll probably purposefully have the tags, not this tall, but I'll have the tags coming up over the top. It's too big of a piece of paper to go down in those. Still have all the same tags. The only difference is not putting it down. These two down behind that one gives me two more pieces that will make tags. So it could make a nice big tag or a card that can go down here. It's kind of wide to go in the side. So I would put them in the lower pockets. Still have this one. So that could go, cut that into a tag, and that can go in the front. Yeah, that'll fit. And I want it to be fairly tight so that will stay. It's not a very large pocket. So a piece of paper that's going to, or a tag that's going to fit. And then got this long one so that I can cut that into probably 4 to go in these other pockets or over here. So just do it the easy way. Fold it in half. Chop it off. Fold each one of those in half. Chop it off.
Oh, an Alice one. Margie's thinking about making an Alice one. That'd be pretty. Or a cat.
Oh, that would be really pretty. Yeah. Or the cat, the orchids and cats. That would be pretty too.
Sarah's come in.
Hey, Sarah. I did not say Siri.
Which one? Sarah.
No, I didn't say Siri. I said Sarah. So there's 4 little tags right there and a large tag, or it could be cut down to little ones. And then this one here. So by separating the pockets, you can get quite a bit more paper to make tags there. So
That's everybody say Siri.
no. Go to sleep, Siri. It's because I said hey first before.
Oh, hey Siri.
No. Sarah's birthday was yesterday. Hey, Sarah, happy birthday.
Oh yeah, happy birthday.
Happy joy, happy joy.
Happy belated birthday.
Happy belated birthday. Oh, it's still your birthday. You get all month. I designate May your birthday month. Siri has tickets on herself. Yeah. Okay, all of the stitches are out, and I'm back to step 0. Oh, God, Laura. Starting over again. See, that's what happens when you try to sew a doily on while you're watching Laugh and Craft.
Also, what happens when you're a perfectionist?
Well, she sewed it on the wrong side down. Of course, you probably would have left it, but she
Yeah.
unpicked it all. But I probably would have left it too, because if the back looked so good that she didn't tell right away the difference of the front and the back, then the back probably looked just fine.
I think so.
Right? I would agree with that. All right, let's stick these guys all in places here. Where's the short one that's going to go up here?
The flowers look fine, but the leaves were bad.
Everybody gets a pocket. I need to cut the corners and make them more tag-like, but I'm going to put an eyelet on here. Let's see, black eyelet. We'll do a large one. I wish I had some black sari silk. That would be really pretty, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I mean that either.
I don't have any black sari silk.
Or even black seam binding would be cool too.
I got some of that.
I don't have any of that either.
Let's see
Well,
here.
I shouldn't say that. Not that I can find. I don't think I have any black though. I have like some blues and purple beiges.
Black lace would be pretty with this too.
Yeah.
Let's see. That eyelet in there. Maybe. There you go. Here we go. Okay. So let's see what I do have hanging right here by my head. Black lace, black rickrack, black, oh, this is just black fabric, but that is very thin, and that might be very nice. 10-minute warning. Put this black trim on, and black lace. Let's see if, I don't know if there's any black seam binding right here. There's some black eyelash trim. That lace is too wide. There's black rickrack. All right, where's this? Looks, it's not sari silk, but it kind of has the look of sari silk. I'm gonna use one of these. Let's see here. Not that one. Not that one. I want the thinnest one, the most worn out one. That one. Of course, it's the one at the bottom. There we go. Okay. So, that's not a very straight piece. Let's see if that'll work. Jeez, that won't even tear. Yeah, that didn't tear very well. I'm going against a grain, and it's not wanting to tear. But let's see. So I should probably be able to just cut it, and then let's see if that'll work. If I cut it, can I just fray it so it looks torn? Not going to have the same look. But let's see. Because that's too thin. Not wide enough. I'll try one more piece. Get a wider one. Here we go. I love that.
My oldest son sent me a picture of a kitten, and he goes, "Do you want another cat?"
Oh, he said, "Are you kidding?"
I was like, "You're just mean."
Really?
Oh, but that
Oh,
little
he took it.
kitten,
He took it.
your
Yeah.
little kitten. is
You
so
guys, do
cute.
they don't have any animals, do they?
They have one dog.
One dog. Yeah. You guys need a cat.
I have 3 of them. I don't need one.
Not you. He needs a cat.
Yeah, he can't. He
Telling him he needs a cat.
But I said, "Why are you being so mean to me?" And send me pictures of this kitten because it's like really tiny. It's really
Sure. Tiny and cute and
yeah.
yeah. And you don't want it to not have a home.
Yeah, he got it. He got 2 of them.
You got 2 of them?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
One of them's probably going to Katie's mom though. So anyway.
Yeah.
But they're happier when you have more than one. They like
Yeah.
being more than one.
I know, but I have 3, and the one kitten is driving me up the wall.
3
Oh,
cats and 4 dogs.
Yeah, I know. I
He's
know.
driving me crazy. He's just so active. He's just, oh my God. I can't wait for him to calm down.
But he's got the cutes.
Yeah.
Yes, he does. This one, I think I'm just going to tie it. I think I'm just going to tie it around here. That's what I think I'm going to do. Very simple. And then I'll cut it off short. I can put a drop of glue on it so it doesn't come out. Yes, Candy does want another cat, Margie said.
I wouldn't.
There's a girl who only has one cat.
Yeah, but it's the first time in her life she's only had one cat.
Yeah, I have 3. I think he's just really active right now. Little kitten.
Yeah. But yeah, it's because he's a little kitten.
And the other one we have,
He's awfully big and wide.
one of the dogs were cleaning each other yesterday though.
Do you think they're a little more chaotic like that because there's dogs around?
No, no, he's just tiny and he's just got all that energy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'll take a while to grow out of it. So he's little.
Yeah, it takes him a while to grow out of it. I mean, I've had all my kittens have been like that.
Yeah.
But he likes, him and Marshmallow are buds.
Oh, that's cool.
So they clean each other.
Aw.
So that's kind of cute. And they lay together.
Yeah.
So the other dogs put up with them, but they play together. And since he's not declawed, when they
Yeah.
play, he sometimes gets Marshmallow.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah. And you'll hear
Let's see.
Marshmallow, yep. Like, yep, he got a claw.
So guess who's in charge?
I think he tends to not claw you too much anymore. I think he's learning. But
Right.
every once in a while, he gets excited, and that one claw will get you. It'll hook, you know.
Oh, sure.
Yeah,
Sure. Accidentally.
yeah.
Yep.
If I could get him to go in the toilet and flush it.
Oh, wow. Would that be amazing?
Yeah, I mean, I've seen people that do it. I'm like, how did you get him to do that?
I've seen videos of cats doing that. Yeah.
Yeah, how?
Yeah.
It's a lot of work in many weeks.
Yeah, I know. And I'm like, I don't have the patience. So
Yeah.
I have a cat litter box. So 3 is about all I can handle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
3's a good chunk of cats.
Yeah.
I'm looking for see if there's something close by that I can tie onto the bottom of this to dangle down. I think it's too thick for a charm.
He says her little one is still a monster. I have faith. He's going to calm down.
Oh, yeah.
Though we did have the 2 we had that were mixed. They think they were mixed with bobcats or something.
Oh.
And we had them for almost 2 years. And it was a brother and sister pair. And
Wow.
they never did calm down. I mean, they would actually open drawers, like especially the pot holder drawer where you have pot holders in there.
Oh, right.
They would open that, and you get up in the morning, your pot holders would be all over the place.
Oh, shoot.
Silicone, they would get and eat.
Oh, yeah. Just tear
that's
that up.
Yeah. So you know,
Tear that
the
up.
little container that had all my spatulas and stuff in it, we had to hide those couldn't leave them up on the counter anymore. And then, God forbid, you put your purse on the table. If you didn't have it all the way zippered closed, they would get that zipper open, and your stuff would be all over the floor.
Oh, no.
They were in everything. It was just, constantly. And the other cats did not like him. KK was like livid. And of course, she's jealous of anything new coming in. But Brutus that we had, they attacked him. It was two of them attacking the cats. So we were like, we had to find another home.
Aww.
But we had them for like 2 years, and we thought they would calm down, and they just didn't. They just went off, and they would gang up on everybody else. So that was so. And it's not that they were mean or anything; they were just playing. But
sure, but their play is too hard.
Yeah, and they weren't big, so they're not sure it was a bob. They just think that maybe their dad was mixed with the bobcat, so then they had spots on their belly like a bobcat that most cats. It was just
Wow.
Well,
that's
interesting.
interesting.
They were very leggy. They were very leggy for a cat.
Yeah.
Interesting.
They
Wow.
really sound like bobcat in them somewhere.
So
they weren't big, but they just they were really, oh my word. And
so
and
their natural instinct was just a little too wild.
Stalking was more evident with everything they did.
Right.
It was just they were always stalking one of the cats.
Poor cats.
And
they're only following their natural instinct.
No, and they were cute, and I didn't want to get rid of them, but we just
just a little too much.
I told her, if they could take both of them, because I wasn't going to separate them. She had to take both of them.
Yeah.
She took both of them. So
wow.
And she had a farm, so they could be outside.
Oh, that's good. So. They need it. Yeah, they need space to go out and be natural cats, wild cats.
That they sure were pretty.
They were very cute. I mean, they had a tiger, the tiger cat look to them. They were just gray and black.
Mm-hmm.
Had spots on their belly and their legs. They had spots on their legs too.
Do they have ear tufts? I bet they had ear.
God, it's been so long I can't remember, to tell you the truth.
Okay.
I'd have to go back and look at pictures.
Yeah.
I mean, I loved them. I just, oh my word.
Dogs.
I can't tell you how many times they got my change purse out of my purse.
Oh, really?
Change all over the kitchen floor the next
morning. Oh, no.
Yeah. And I'd be like, I know my purse was zippered shut.
Right.
And even the change purse is zippered shut, so they'd get it, but they'd get it out. I don't know how
Oh, man.
It was horrible.
Wow.
And the silicone, oh my word. All my silicone covered spatulas, they tore them up. I had to get new ones.
Jeez. Margie's cat chewed the strap of her purse.
Yeah. I've had them do that, different cats, but these two, the two kittens there, the bobcat kittens we call them, oh my word. Silicone was their cat.
Wow. And Lucy's, we know Lucy's brings her craft stuff upstairs. If she covered up.
Brings them up there. I got the IKEA thing open to get stuff out. Yeah, these cats would get drawers open. And at first you think it's that I left the drawer open. You know what I'm saying? You think maybe I left it open a little bit. They just got it open. But no, they figured out how to get them open. Because after that you go through and make sure everything was shut. Yep. Make sure my purse was zippered. I
get you, Sylvia. I totally get you. Yep. You can teach dogs obedience.
Cats too, but it takes a lot more patience. But they're I don't have the patience for it.
Yeah, and
I love my cats. I do. Sometimes
some cats don't ever learn it. Some will, some can.
Yeah, cats are easier if you're in an apartment. Cats are much easier.
Cats are easier. If you travel, cats are a lot easier. I will say that. I agree with that totally. Yeah, but dogs are more obedient. Cat that would have been back. Boyfriends would poop in them.
And poop in them.
Oh, wow. That's crazy.
That's great.
You send it over to it when you don't like the boyfriend. Send the cat over there. Oh, that would go in there, wouldn't it?
And never bother anything else ever. Yep, only the ones we learned later needed to go. Yeah. Cats know.
Cats have instinct. All animals do. They totally have instinct for quality people. Wow. Oh
That's time.
no, that's time to yawn. Well, thanks guys for hanging out with us. Thanks for.
Marianne, that one's pretty. Love that black and white one.
I do like the black and white one. Who cats are very smart. Usually, yes, that is true. In the first time that
Look, they make us do their bidding. What the hell?
they're very smart. They're very smart. Oh man.
I could live without a dog, but I don't think I could ever live without a cat.
Wow.
I like them both. They're just different things.
Too.
Not different ones.
They are, yeah. Oh, they're just very different animals. Yeah. The only way I could live with both of them is if they get along. They have to absolutely get along.
You bring them up together like ours. They're
Right.
fine.
But you can't always do that. You know, if you've already got one, and then you go to get.
I brought one in. All of ours have been.
Yeah. Wow. Oh, well, it is time. I'm so glad we had this time together. It is time for us to say goodnight.
Good night,
Thank
lady.
you all for spending the night with us, spending Saturday night live with us. We do appreciate that. It was a lot of fun. If nothing else, you learned what not to do, as always. And some nice variations with Glynis and Candy. So, thanks everybody for being here. Yeah, it was good to see you, even if only for a little bit. And night, it's just noon, Julie. But she's saying good night because it's our nighttime. So anyway, if you make these, please put your pictures in the group so that we can see them, whether you did variations or not. That's okay. We like to see them all. We like to see everything that you create. It's inspirational to everyone. So be sure to do that. And then we will see you Monday for Monday Jumpstart. We are going to have a tag workshop on Monday. A lot of people have messaged me privately and asked different things about making tags. So I think I can get it together for this Monday. We'll do a tag workshop. Okay. So y'all have the rest of a great evening and have a wonderful Sunday. Love y'all. Good night.
Good night.